Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right. That's a good start. That's a good way to start a stream. Yeah, definitely. Everyone will love that. That's good stuff. All right. Coffee has kicked in. Stream number 2 of the day. Pizza on the way. Ham and pepperoni. Hell yeah. I actually prefer the ham and pepperoni to the one that also has sausage on it because the sausage that makes it harder to bite. I need my food to be as convenient as possible to shovel into my face. All right, so we are playing. Oh, that was fun. We are playing Blade Runner, a very old adventure game from '97, way back in the day. So I think what we can expect is some very early uh, level 3D graphics. Right here, let's read this. Early 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, a being virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility and at least equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After a bloody mutiny by a Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units, had orders to shoot to kill upon detection any trespassing replicant. This was not called an execution, it was called retirement. That's the same opening crawl that you got in the original Blade Runner movie, actually. This is the same intro out of the Blade Runner movie. Hopefully this does not get struck as me streaming the movie. Some characters can be replicants, but each time it's someone else. I know two games are the same. I hope so, Starbrain. I would actually like to unless the game has really stupid puzzles in it. I really am looking forward to the detective aspect. We're going to be playing as a Blade Runner, a person who is tasked with finding and hunting down replicants.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week.
Oh God,
Don't let's forget who pays your salary.
I don't like
We're
where this is
closed.
starting.
Come back tomorrow. Wait, I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I.
No.
That is the price for humility.
He's a replicant.
Don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps...
Nice audio
some
balancing. Oh my God, he just killed that bird for no reason.
Please, I'm begging you.
You're a sick old man.
What of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
Oh, I guess we have a tiger running on the loose now.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the second sector.
What? Grandma doing the shimmy and what the fuck are you talking about? You're a weird guy. I've just met you and I already think you're weird.
VR61661, report to Division Headquarters. Code 3, repeat, code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew. Year and a half on
Really?
the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Did you say tomate poisoning? What the
Gouza
hell
was
is that?
one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover.
The Tyrell break-in.
Looks like you got this
Uh-oh.
one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal
So
murder
this is
got
taking place at the
arrested
same time in the
illogical.
movie.
Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Yeah. French cooking. See, he hates French too.
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the Magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
So
Working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
she hunted down replicants and just assumed that people were
Animal murder.
replicants and shot them instead of actually making them do the
Those
test.
Skin job's got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You
Yeah.
can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes
Oh.
in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Oh, that sounds like an invitation to me. She's down. As the kids say,
Animal
she is
sales was a
DTF.
profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries.
The
No
voice is
self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
the voice is the voice is familiar. Starbay. I'm not 100% on who on it.
Peachy.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes I'm McCoy, LPD Rep Detect Unit. You find your... Ow! Damn it!
That sounds reasonable, right? What does all this mean? Save game? Okay. What's this? Help? Okay. Yeah, I might need that at some point. Quit and resume. But making both of those exits is a good plan. I like that. Okay, so I'm not sure how much this game is actually going to this designer cut. What does that mean? Surly, erratic, normal, polite. User choice. Let's do user choice. I would like to be able to choose my conversation options. I guess there's different ways you can go about the game, and it's just an easy thing to auto select all these like options for you, so that you don't have to, like, if you just want to be surly the whole time, it won't. You don't have to do that. You don't have to select it every time. It just all does it for you. Chin yen. We have 100 chin yen, I guess. Yeah, 97. Game count 97. That's correct. So I was hoping the game might explain a little bit more about this game might explain a little bit more about the world, but I guess we'll explain that as we go, and maybe it'll get to it as it goes.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
So this game is obviously in the far future, as it
Find
explains.
something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Horse chrome. What does that mean? What's a horse chrome? So we're in the far future where we basically have ruined the planet. Everyone lives in these super cities.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Uh-oh, someone parked next to a hydrant. Shouldn't have done that. That's illegal. So the game is like way in the far future, and we have reached cohesion between all of the cultures. There's actually most of the people down here speak this weird mishmash language.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash,
I think
my
it's
expectations weren't too high.
I think it's some kind of weird combination of like Spanish, German, and Korean and stuff like that. It's like a bunch of language mashed together. So maybe we'll run into a little bit of that at some point. I don't know how much data. I don't know how much it requires that you know. And I watched the movie recently actually to familiarize myself with everything again. So I will hopefully be able to give you information as the game goes on. I have a feeling they'll explain how this animal operation runs, but if they don't, I'll tell you guys how this stuff works.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and rep.
I would have liked it if we had subtitles in this game. I think subtitles are going to be useful because it feels like some of the audio lines are not delivered as clearly as you would like.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
How are you still alive? They didn't shoot you up? All right, so we're gonna have the classic point and click adventure game.
Precious one. She was my baby.
The point and click adventure game thing where we're just pixel hunting for things to interact with. So that will be fun. So let's talk to this guy.
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this
No,
heinous act.
actually,
She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they
Yeah.
look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
thank
My
you for that.
precious one. She was my baby.
Thank you for the nice information. That's a very descriptive analogy of what they look like. It's very going to help us with our case. We'll look for two large men who are angry and filled with rage and crazy. That obviously. Actually, I planned on doing this game first, and then I decided to watch the movie again to catch back up and make sure I didn't forget any
You got
details.
any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that.
Yeah, no shit. Idiot. Leave the detective work to me, sir. Stop trying to do my job for me, please. It's like when I ask you for something, just fucking give it to me.
I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
I'm
Oh.
ruined. Totally ruined.
So the redhead in the game is Dr. Cuddy from House. Interesting. That's why I knew the voice.
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
What?
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there.
Whoa, wait. So this guy hired a 14-year-old and demanded sexual favors from her as part of her employment.
My
Ugh.
precious one.
I'm
She
so
was my baby.
I'm so sad this guy lived.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
I don't know, man. Who else?
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
What do you mean resent that?
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions.
Wow, you're a very
Do
important
I
person.
look like I need to carry artificial product?
Yeah?
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
Oh, somewhere. Somewhere. Very helpful. Sean Young, who played Rachel in the movie, she's in the game. Okay. I think I'm just waiting. Well, that was a weird path he took back. Get back to me.
Here you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't do anything till he comes back. All right, so we have that piece of information. Let's see if there isn't anything else. This thing looks like a big.
Precious one.
This thing looks like a big
She was
thing
my
that we need to click
baby.
on, but apparently not. It's not vitally important, I guess. We can click on ourselves. Oh my god.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No
Oh.
luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Okay, it's in case we need to. I see what that's for. It's in case we need to re-listen to what the clues were about various things. All right, suspect database. Ah, interesting. Crime scene database. Okay, so this is a combination of everything for this particular scene that we're sitting at, and then this is for all the people we found, and this is for all of the clues that we have. Okay.
I'm ruined.
What is this?
A toy dog.
What a weird toy. It's like a dog chariot.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown.
See?
I'd eaten there myself.
That's what I'm talking about. Pixel hunting. There's that one little barely seen strip of black right there that doesn't look like you could maybe interact with it, but you could.
A candy bar.
Enjoy
Yuck.
your meat pizza, Woofer. Oh, yeah, you say yuck to the candy bar. Maybe someone else will like it.
Well, isn't that cute?
All right, so the whole thing with this game is we have basically destroyed the planet to a high degree. So getting animals is insanely rare. Finding animals that are naturally occurring does not happen anymore, really. A lot of animal species have gone extinct. However, there is a big market that is based around basically cloning animals. So you can get manufactured animals, and they fetch a high price. So I think that's what we were accusing him of, is that he had all of his animals are generated in the lab, or cloned animals, and he insists that they are all perfectly naturally occurring and are not fake animals. They're actually like
I'm ruined.
real animals.
Totally ruined.
how do I do this? So we have his video. How do I play it? Do I have to get to like a video player to play it?
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
That's a lot of suspects, Starbane.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler.
No, Can isn't replicant. Replicant. Okay, so dude, let's see if we have anything else to talk to him about.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Yeah, no, don't go anywhere. I have to find a video playing device, like, apparently.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
Yeah, maybe it's because he was imprisoning all those poor animals.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
They killed all those animals. That's messed up. Alright, so we got a piece of information about going over here to that to the one guy who was a reference for Lucy. No, yeah, Starbane. I think it's a slur term for replicants, I believe. Not that anyone cares because replicants aren't considered humans, so nobody has any. They don't have any rights. They have no. They're property. So nobody cares how you treat a replicant. Basically, if they're on Earth, they have a death sentence because they're not supposed to be here.
I ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Got to mix more out back.
Oh, if it's inconvenient to talk to you, then I guess we just won't conduct our police investigation. That sounds completely reasonable.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
Is that an ancient Chinese wisdom?
Excuse me, pal.
Ancient Chinese wisdom. If you're busy, you're happy. Can we fill them with beans? I don't think so, kitten. I'm not certain if replicants actually eat. I imagine they do because they're basically humans. They're just highly modified.
Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just leave, I guess. He doesn't know her, everyone.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later.
Yeah. You better not leave. I'll show you what's what. As far as this being the same place as from the movie, it's possible. But I don't know... Like the issue with, like, these scenes is, like, they all kind of look... I mean, they all kind of look the same, right?
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. You want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug.
Oh, well, in that case, see ya.
Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Yeah, you leave then. I guess we'll just he's just walking off now. I guess we don't get the information that we planned on
anything
getting.
that's a match for these?
They didn't want to stop talking to us, I suppose. I guess this could be. I guess this could be the same person from the movie, but it's really hard to tell with these graphics.
What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else.
He didn't talk.
Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie.
I don't know. It could be the same guy, but
How long has that chef worked for you?
I don't know.
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new suits.
He didn't have a ton of lines in the movie in the first place.
This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
See
Oh,
you later,
restaurant.
Howie.
Restaurant supply, you say? Very interesting. Yeah, I wonder if this whole game's going to be in English, or if we are going to get any of the
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later.
the weird language. It's considered like a lower class kind of like poor person language, but everyone speaks it, so. Okay, I guess we got what we can get. Okay. I don't watch NCI unfortunately, so I don't I don't know the reference. Those weird crime dramas on syndicated television don't do it for me, unfortunately. Shit, I don't know where I'm going. Third floor, I guess. Oh, there's tons of Asian people in this game. Starbane, the person that I think you might that might be a picture of is Gaff, who is another Blade Runner.
When you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. We got the animal corpses from Runcitus, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runcitor was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Animoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
They're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week.
So a big thing about replicants is that they don't have
anything else?
Emotions,
that
basically.
Black paint you found on the fire hydrant, it's from a ground car.
You sure?
A ground
The
car?
angle of impact was almost head on.
Holy shit.
And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Yeah, what the funniest guy ever. Yeah, so replicants don't have the emotional responses like humans do, and because of that, they lack like empathy and things like that. So they're really good at their job of being murder machines, basically. But they're also, that's why they're not allowed on Earth anymore. They're kind of sociopathic.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runcitus is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Yeah, but it's kind of rare. Here, let's Let's see if I can't see what you're talking about here. You said that on Wikipedia there's a picture of the people? I don't see any pictures at all. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. It was that guy, Starbane, but it was from so far away I couldn't tell that's who it was. So yeah, it was the guy who runs that restaurant. But like I said, he wasn't actually in the movie, but like maybe 10 seconds.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
So, I think that was him, though. You're
Violent
right.
street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice.
Steel is at 64. Let's go.
Governor
Oh,
Kolvig
no, that's
attributed the
wait.
change
Oh,
to the
I didn't
dramatic
even read
increase
that.
in the number of
Scores.
specials.
McCoy got a 0. Oh, Deckard got a 10. Too bad, Deckard. You gotta get a better score than that, my friend.
Registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy, Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks. Targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought
Aw.
Gouza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it
Yeah.
looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. He poured alcohol and people lit him on fire. Ha ha ha. The fuck. Fuck. Yeah, so in case it hasn't become apparent yet, the police force in this world are morally questionable, to say the least. They are they kind of operate on their own rules, and especially the Blade Runner division. The Blade Runners basically do whatever they want. They don't follow
keeping busy,
normal police
pal?
procedures.
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Okay, so I guess we can't. Oh, maybe we can. I was
Hit
gonna
the
say
lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
yes. Let me shoot people.
Target and shoot all threats. Do not shoot innocents.
Aw,
Confirm target as
That's
hostile
lame.
before shooting.
we can't shoot people who aren't guilty. It's a bunch of bullshit. Oh, if they have any blue on them, they have a gun. Is my score good? I don't know what my score is. I get no feedback on this at all. Oh, that baby was pre-shot. I shot the baby without even having to shoot it. Truly, I am the best cop ever.
Completed sequence.
How'd I do?
Proceed to next station.
How'd I do? Did I do good? Was I good? What was I good? I think I think I did okay. How? Okay, there we go. Next station. I was like, where the hell do I go? Yeah, I know, Starbane. Like, if I can't just shoot people indiscriminately, like, what's the point of being a Blade Runner? That's legit the only reason to join this job. Fuck. Okay. I thought I could have hit that, but I guess I couldn't. So are these things actually shooting me? What are they hitting me with? Beanbags? Rubber bullets? What the? Oh, she had a baby, not a gun. Oops, I killed someone with a baby. I guess... Oh, well, all in a day's work. What if this is the same every single time you do it, and that's how you're supposed to know where to shoot? Like, you know, you just learn the order. I imagine it has to be something like that. She had a gun. She had a baby. Don't shoot her. Oh, there was a guy behind that fire. I couldn't see him. Jeez, I'm really sucking it up. She had a baby. Don't shoot the baby.
Completed sequence.
Yay.
Proceed to next station.
I'm good. I'm not good. I'm doing horribly. I've been hit many times. My mouse speed is not quite as high as I would like it to be. That's as fast as my mouse cursor can go. All right, so go to the next section. Where do I do that at? Up here. Okay. Assumption of guilt, not assumption of innocence. Yeah, no, I think in this post-apocalyptic dystopia, I think we would do with assumption of guilt. I think, you know, if you're out in the rain this late at night, you deserve to be shot. Like who comes out here in this weather with their baby? Let's be fair here.
Completed all sequences. Proceed to exit.
Yeah, no, you don't need body cams when there's a camera everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. This is a dystopian future. You gotta have body cams everywhere. All right, let's see how we did. Did okay. She obviously is still beating us, but can't. Maybe
Lucky
later.
Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
Oh, that's close to perfect? Jesus, I'm never going to get that. There's no
Old
way.
copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk.
Yeah, so hopefully we can
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
that's fair. That's insanely fair. Like, it's a garbage can. What do you expect to find in here? All right, so I think this is where we can do watch that video with this.
Personal clue database.
Yeah, I think this is where we can watch that disc that we have.
Mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
I think that was good. That I did that. I think that's a good. Oh, this is a nice video unit.
2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
So they have amazing photo analysis software in the future. Um, it's insane. Like if you've seen the crazy stuff that they do on um the crime dramas where they're like zoom and enhance that kind of stuff, they have that technology here. So zoom and enhance. So there we are. That's what we were looking for. I'm not sure what the. Oh, that's
crime scene.
okay. So we have two blue arrows here. I see. So it's if we want to manually adjust where we're pointing at. So we have to find out like what the hell we're interested in here. It has to be this tiger, right? Yep, zoom in, smooth the picture out. Stream crew in the trash were calling raccoons. Very cool. Um, yeah, see, they have uh, very nice street zooming and zooming and cleaning up technology. See, I was trying to do the thing where it will let me pan like this. There we go. Like, do I not want to? Am I not interested in this at all? Do I not care? It's a white tiger, for God's sake. In a world where animals are already insanely rare. Do I have no interest in this? Is that what we're saying? Okay, fine, fuck it. Oh, there she is. That's the lady that we're looking for. I don't know if this. I'm not sure how the game determines if I've found the thing I want. And they actually in the movie he had a thing where you kind of shift the angle a little bit, shift the angle of the camera a little bit. But I guess we can't do that. Maybe the document that he's looking at is of interest to us. Okay, we're zoomed in as much as we can be, I suppose. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this. Yeah, there's no way to cancel me doing this either. Let's try the other picture. Maybe that picture is pointless.
Runsetter crime scene.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
There we go. So I guess that's all we were looking for was that. Unfortunately, we can't see the guy behind him very well. And that's all the zooming. That's all the zooming the game will let me do. I'm still kind of shocked that we're not interested in like what he was looking at here, like what this document said. Maybe we just can't read it. It looks like he's looking at the Matrix, right? Oh my god, that's the secret, isn't it? This is actually the Matrix. Many years before the Matrix movie came out. Was this a squirrel? So he had himself some squirrels. And a weird donkey thing? The hell is that? Okay, I guess that's what we got from that.
Crime scene.
So I have. It seems like we're trying to get like what the girl looked like. So I'm confused why we can't do this and like get her face. I guess. Oh, there we go. It did. I just didn't do it right.
Hello
okay.
there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that.
All right, that was the. I didn't quite zoom in enough on her for the game to do the weird shifting thing. Like I said, basically any crazy thing that you could do in those crime dramas that on TV, you could do it here to the extreme. So you can completely shift the camera angle and kind of extrapolate things based on extrapolate things. So yeah, so that's that. I guess we got our information. Come on, man. We need a hard copy of this picture, right? Of the King Harambe. Is he not worth having the picture of? I guess not. Okay, so that's all I can do. That's all I can do here. There's nothing else to do. Okie dokie. Excellent. So if I go to my inventory, I have pictures of them now. Excellent. Okay. So we have all that stuff. Cool. Cool. Coming here was not a complete waste of time. Excellent. Game for the late 90s, they didn't have to take the handle that much. I guess. The interface, it would have been nice if the interface was a little bit more usable. But,
what do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
What the hell is this? Is the police station in a metro station? This looks like where you get on the subway or something. Yeah, everything's kind of like this in this world, though. It's like basically we just repurposed all these old buildings. We repurposed all these old buildings to house new things because nobody's using them anymore.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it.
Oh, well, sorry to ask you to do your job, sir. How silly of me. Here I thought you were interested in police work and wanted to solve mysteries and crimes and stuff, but I guess not. Nope. Fuck that. You have a lot of sitting around and drinking to do. Yeah, so this is the like as the high score readout up above told us, this is the same place that Deckard from the Blade Runner movie worked at. So the Bryant guy was the guy who got him into all of this stuff in the movie. Pretty much forced him out of retirement to come and be a Blade Runner again to hunt down the replicants in the movie. So I guess they didn't want to pay to have his likeness in the game, so he's just on vacation in the game.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
What cause?
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I didn't know
What?
the Rastafarian. The Asian fellow was one of our ex-members. Ezo was his name.
How long did you know him for?
What am I talking about?
Let's see. I met him about 5 years ago. He seemed so smart and balanced. He really wanted to help the replicant people.
Then what?
He started associating with the more militant factions.
Uh-oh.
I was astounded when I heard he was supplying weapons to some of them.
What kind of weapons?
Guns so new that even the police had hardly used them, I heard.
Wow. He's selling high-end tech to the militant wing of people who are fighting for replicant rights.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people,
Yeah.
detective.
The shoot bang
We
type
live
of
by a
guns,
code
right?
that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, detective.
Yeah.
Sure you are.
We're not children,
I'm not going to admit to
detective.
crimes.
We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
Well, I mean, maybe, but also, the replicants are mainly mad because of how they're being treated by society. So maybe if we just didn't treat them like garbage, they wouldn't go around killing everyone like that. Perhaps, maybe. All right, so let's see if we can get this guy to the Voint Kampf.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
Kampfnest.
The other detective. She already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object
Yeah,
to
no,
this
definitely,
treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have
It's
to
true.
smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
Blade Runners basically can do whatever they want. Such as the replicant menace, we are allowed to do anything we want to anybody. I'm not quite sure what this is doing, but
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
yeah, Spence. All right, so, oh hey, Wolfer. Yeah. Nice. So the idea with the replicants is that what does
You're
this mean?
having a very erotic dream.
I'm sure it's very interesting. Is this going somewhere, detective?
That's perhaps, tech guy, perhaps. So the issue is that, like was mentioned in chat here by Shin, they have a 4-year lifespan, and they're basically just generated people. So a lot of the reason why they don't have so this machine registers emotional response and looks for irregularities in emotional responses. Well, replicants don't have normal emotional responses to situations like we do, because basically consider that they're it's like if an infant was in a full adult body, their emotional maturity is so lacking, and they don't have all the memories acquired through the course of a normal life as like we would have, so they don't have emotional responses like we would. So basically what you're doing is you're testing them to see what kind of emotional response they have to various situations.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
I'd call animal services, of course. I wouldn't try to move it myself, not without proper equipment.
So a lot of these questions, especially from the movies, had dealt with the idea of animal cruelty and whether animal cruelty and what their response to cruelty against animals and whether they had enough the empathy towards animals.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
I try to do better next time.
And things like that. Just getting them to try to respond to embarrassing situations.
You're visiting the dentist. At the receptionist's desk is a huge bowl of fresh-cut flowers.
That's illegal, isn't it? I'd mention it to the secretary.
All right, so I'm not sure how exactly you read this meter. They didn't go over that in the movies, so so I'm not sure. It looks like the top thing is like measuring how much of a human response something is, and the bottom gauge is measuring the response of something that a replicant would do.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
Wow, that's rather insulting for no reason.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I try to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
Cool. Let's get a little bit more high intensity.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints. A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd leave.
Uh-oh. That's a high intensity replicant response. He has a can for sure. Anyone that would call animal services over big house spider is cruelly non-human. Yeah. Well,
you see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess. Pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
So this guy seems like he's having mostly human response to everything. He peeked out on he's peeking the replicant response a little bit, but he's more often than not
Positive result.
doing human.
Subject is human. Test terminated.
Okay, so the game kind of makes the determination for you, but I imagine it depends on how intense the questioning was, and how many like high intensity, low intensity. You get a good range of low, mid, and high intensity emotional response questions. So he's apparently a human.
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
I think in the movie they indicated that it took around 20 to 30 questions to track a replicant.
Roof.
So it takes several questions to get a good reading, but yeah. So the issue with replicants, the issue with replicants is that they can't form coherent emotional responses to things, and they kind of overreact to things because they don't have emotional maturity. So, like in the movie, the test that they showed, where the guy was very obviously a replicant, they would ask him questions like about if you see a turtle knocked over on his back, and he can't get himself righted, and the guy like had a hugely irrational emotional response to that, because in the question the idea was that you see this turtle that's about to die from baking in the sun, and you refuse to help them, and his response was like, why wouldn't I help him? Like, that seems crazy. Why wouldn't you go and save him? And it's like, that's way too strong of an emotional response to that situation. But I think most replicants are a little bit more crafty and able to hide things than that. Yeah, getting shot in the face does just put a damper on giving the test. Of course, Sarbanes, that 100%.
Your floor number, please.
Unfortunately for the guy in the movie who gave the
Apartments.
Unfortunately for the guy who gave the test in the movie, he got the shotgun to the
Your
face.
floor number, please.
Ground floor.
Oh, we can actually explore around out in front of our apartment building. Interesting. Doesn't seem like there's anything to do out here though, but we can go out here. Maybe one day there'll be something out here, but at the moment, nothing. Nothing to click on. Okay, let's just go to our apartment then.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88.
Yep.
Thank you.
So, for security purposes, I assume the apartment buildings in this world
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen.
have voice
she cost
prints.
me about a year's salary, but she was worth it.
You have to have voice prints to access the floor and your room. You have to do it's a voice recognition thing. Oh, we have a dog. Is it bot a replicant? No, it's not nearly advanced enough. It's just an AI. Oh, it's the pupper. Can we pet the pupper? We better be able to pet this dog.
The best dog in the whole world?
You are. Yay.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Yeah.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
That's a big interaction box for this dog. Is that a dress? Do we have a dress here? And we have a home terminal for doing this stuff, just like Deckard in the movie. He had his own little home computer, which I believe back when the movie was made was a high concept, like far future kind of thing. Like everyone has their own computer in their house that's highly advanced and connected to the network. Wow, science fiction. The far future is a wild place. All right, a dog has a chew toy. A very, very important thing to have for any doggo. The chew toys are a must.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%.
No messages.
Aw, no messages. We're a lonely guy. Well, that's a nice little bit of transition right there. Very neat. There's no purpose to it, but still very cool. It just gives you a nice little bit of scenery. So there's lots of verticality in this world. If you haven't told by this point, everything on the street level is kind of dirty, run down and stuff, and everyone lives up here in these high rises on high up floors. For instance, ours is 88, and Deckard in the movie, his apartment was up on floor 96, so everything's high verticality. And this is a song from the movie, I think. This sounds like one of the songs from the movie actually.
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
Portrait of the sleep deprived, huh? You say so. Alright, it's a new day, I assume? Okay, no, we don't need to sleep again. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, doggo, but we have places to be.
Your floor number, please.
We gotta go back up to the roof. Yeah, I've got Detroit Become Human on PC. It's a game I like to play. I played a fair bit of it, but I never beat it. My thing with that game is I would have to 100% it, and that takes some time because there's so many different options to choose So I honestly don't know where to go at the moment. So now that we know Lucy, maybe we can go to that guy, to the Chinatown restaurant, and see if one of these guys here don't give us some information now that we have a picture of her. Yeah, the all four colonies are basically vacation spots for the wealthy. So the replicants are going out and going out and dying in droves to basically prepare these off-world colonies for rich assholes to have vacation spots. So that might be a little bit about why they're so bitter, potentially.
This girl ever eat around here?
Nah, all gaijin look like the old man.
All gaijin look like a... That's racist. You're racist. All white people look the same? I see how it is. Horrible, horrible racists.
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Whoa! What was that about? Am I dead? I just had a giant pot of boiling liquid poured on me. Am I dead? Hello? What was that about? That's not him. That's somebody else. I had the opportunity to shoot an innocent person in the back, apparently. That would have been fun. I enjoyed David Cage games, I have to admit.
Locked.
But I enjoy weird games, so that's a big part of it. Can I not just shoot?
Locked.
Alright, so something here. There's gotta be something here we can interact with.
Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting.
Not totally.
Uninteresting.
Not totally. Did we lose him?
Yuck.
I guess we lost him. Where could he have gone? I guess behind the locked door and locked it behind him, but...
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
So we lost him, unfortunately. I guess, I wonder if we could have stopped and interviewed the guy that was rooting through the trash. Or if he was just there, he was just there as a decoy to possibly get shot in the back for no reason. Alright, so that guy gave us a piece of information, but I'm not entirely sure that we should believe him because he obviously had something going on. You're unsubscribing for? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's interesting. It's interesting story.
See you later, Howie.
Yeah, see you later, guy who hired somebody who... Oh, he could have gone this way. He could have got out of here from this way. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe we'll see him again later. Yeah, at some point the game got weird. Definitely. But, I mean, that's... Most of the David Cage games seem to go that way. So wait, was I supposed to be able to follow him through that locked door? I didn't have a key or anything, I don't think. wonder if maybe I could have analyzed this license plate. Maybe the license plate is what I need to. Ah, yeah. Okay. I got it. We have to get that license plate looked at. Find out where that license plate's from. It was a random license plate in a it's a random license plate we found in the trash. So obviously it has relevance. Obviously. So yeah, let's go back to our apartment because our apartment has a computer where we can analyze this stuff. Yeah, giant sand fleas. Yeah, every game needs a sequence where you. Every game needs a sequence where you have to run through your office building being chased by giant sand fleas. It's the height of gameplay. Oh, whoa, hey, it's him. Oh, it's Gaff. Hey, buddy. I shot somebody who you want to hurry up?
Has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy?
This is Gaff, the guy who was basically forcing Deckard to do his blade running.
You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that.
Uh-oh.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Nexus 6 is the ones that were from the movie as well. They're very highly advanced military.
Yuck.
Well, okay, so hopefully that guy was a replicant. If he wasn't, then oh well, I'll say he was anyway.
Yuck.
I'll say he was a replicant anyway. Who's gonna question me on it? Nobody.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88.
He was definitely guilty of something, definitely Woofer. There was something he was guilty of, so, I mean, why not? Really, Starbane, those intro sex scenes? Yeah, I don't know that is necessary for that. I can't imagine those scenes being being worth watching. The character models are not the best. I wonder if this license plate is just like a. I wonder if his license plate's just like a red herring, like it doesn't mean anything.
Your floor number, please.
Anyway, let's go back to the police station and maybe if we upload and download the database, maybe we have to do that in order to have the license plate on the record. Really kidding. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know that the actors in Detroit were shipping characters. That's interesting. Yeah, Starbane, he is. So that's probably why you don't like him. I never got to the point in the game where they interacted with each other, kitten. I didn't play that. I didn't play like super far into the game.
laboratory, mainframe, and shooting range.
Oh, wait, which ones were Connor or Hank? Were those the two detectives?
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Oh, well, I didn't get that they were flirting. I thought they were just like buddy cops. I never got that they were flirting with each other.
Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
Well, I can pull my gun out anywhere. I could shoot anyone I want to. Holy hell. It's amazing. I could just start shooting people at random.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Good. Maybe our boss.
Ground floor.
Yeah. I thought the Hank Connor thing was just like a foil for prejudice against people and learning to overcome your prejudice and realize that people are people, so to speak.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You'd be amazed at how accommodating a man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced. You really been surprising the troops around here, kid.
What?
Gaff says you worked that retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
But I'm proud of you, McCoy. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Thanks.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
Excellent.
How much?
Couple $100 Chinian. Enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So the check's in the mail.
I see.
Hey, don't worry. The boys upstairs want to keep our best and brightest happy. Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that.
Yeah.
Buy yourself something.
It's a waste of money.
Something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away. The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
Yeah, so as part of the artificial stuff that I was talking about earlier, the meat that you get is also lab grown. So this game saw into the future a little bit with that regard. Synthetic meat is or lab grown meat is the future, apparently.
Roof.
Clancy Brown? Yeah, definitely. Understandable. Yeah, my when I sit down in the car, the leg's sticking out of the car, and then the door closes down on our leg. It's just weird. All right, so we all in the day's work. We shot a replicant in the face a couple times. All in the day's work. When I was doing my when I was doing my playthrough, I was trying to keep their relationship as positive as possible and as full of growth as possible. Man, that's such a long way to run. What's the point of that? That's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous to make me run that far.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Why make me run that far just to get to my elevator? Jesus Christ. Hey, pup. So, did I get my money? I did get my money. A whole 190 190 chin yen. Already fed you, pup. Don't you yelp, bark at me. Oh, I'm not doing this. The game is taking control of the camera. Yeah, I think he's meant to be like a foil for everyday people and how they might respond to the situation. Why am I out here? Just so the game will tell me like, look at this, we made this scene. Doesn't it look cool? It does look cool. Thank you, game, for showing me this.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
I'm not sure what the specials refer to.
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
Oh, look at this. We're having a dream. Oh my god.
What?
Why are we dreaming of a giant fat man?
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Oh, it's the reggae man.
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say...
Please,
can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred
oh god.
chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me.
I'm sorry, I can't hear this either, guys.
On Nexus 6. I need test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
So he's obviously a replicant.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the true life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on
I have
DNA Row.
DNA Row. Okay. I have no idea why a replicant would have a Rastafarian accent.
No, please don't.
I don't know why. Replicant has a Rastafarian accent, but they do. So
Camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
here we are.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right.
So
we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Nice.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runcitor deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
So we already asked the guy down in the cells about the Rastafarian before the Rastafarian thing actually happened. So I sequence broke a little bit there. I apologize for that. I didn't realize that they would allow me to sequence break like that.
Maggie, come here, girl.
There's something I don't know. Reggae sucks and Bob Marley was a hack. That's worth being shot for. Definitely, Starbrain. But that's a theme. That's a theme in the movies as well. From that scene, not the giant, not the large fat man in robes that are way too small for them.
Your floor number, please.
But the theme that basically everyone who works for Tyrell Industries, designing and making the replicants, are all insane eccentrics. There's something mentally wrong with all of them, even Tyrell himself. Unfortunately, in the movies, as I mentioned, they mentioned the Tyrell Corporation break-in. The replicants from the movie broke into Tyrell Corporations and killed Tyrell, so he's not around anymore, unfortunately. We can't pet the dog kitten. No, we can give them food though. Yeah, I tried petting the dog, but all they would let me do is give it treats. So that's kind of close, I suppose. Maybe I should send that off to the Can You Pet the Dog Twitter account and tell them that you cannot, in fact, pet the dog in Blade Runner.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
Of course. You're very good at your
I may have more
job.
questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
I always love that when something happening in the game is highly dependent on the people who are working to just be insanely incompetent. It's like we didn't guess for verification or anything. We just
I've told
assumed.
you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
Yeah, you're watching the monitors really good when the guy got killed too. What a bizarre little works area he's got. Why would you have a low gravity like bubble that you could work in? That's so weird.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the Grav Lab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Oh, he was specifically working on the gravitation experiments. I guess the replicants have to work in space a lot, so I guess you have to test to make sure that they can handle low G environments.
I couldn't even begin to guess what Eisenduller's password was.
I guess that was the idea. Oh, he was too fat to walk around without low gravity. Maybe that could be a case actually.
I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
Oh, he killed all the.
Strain him through a sieve.
He killed all the guy's animals too.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
That's just messed up. Like, there's no point in doing that, man. I don't know why they're killing every animal they can find in this game. I don't know what their point is for that.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
See, a good security guy would have called up and been like, "Hey, man, did you order food?" At the very least. I mean,
you spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
If you wanted to be a really good at your job, security officer, you would have taken the delivery from the delivery guy and then brought it up yourself. But I guess the guy working the desk is lazy.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Poor doggos. They got murderized.
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. The killer was an expert. The charge had been big enough to do the job, but not big enough to shatter the soundproof walls of the float chamber. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
I mean, could you be sure?
Disgusting.
Our guy just has the one voice line for all corpses, and it's disgusting. Every single corpse. I think you'd be used to him by now.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was
You can't
dogs.
skip voice lines.
3 of them.
I'm sorry.
I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Okay, so that's that done. I think we've clicked everything that there is to click. Fortunately, back then the games were fairly good about if you could click on something, it usually would stand out from everything else. Like you could see the dogs very obviously can be interacted with. Um, so that's nice.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
Ah, gives us no location to go to. Yeah, so I guess we'll track them down like Deckard tracked down the replicants in the movie. Uh, when Deckard was working the case in the movie, all he had to go off of was a snake scale, but he found them off of nothing more than a snake scale.
Lagging behind
Oh, hey.
again?
Guza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's the one that's investigating the Tyrell case, so she's following up after Deckard apparently. yeah, Starbrain. Just make him jog for a while. He'll die on his own. And plus, if you weren't gonna shoot him, like, why did you bring the Uzi with you?
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still fitting the pieces together. You know the Moonbus massacre that went down last month?
Gaff mentioned something about it.
The rogue skin jobs probably flew to Earth. And one of them is a demolitions expert, similar MO to your Vic upstairs.
Hell of a coincidence.
I'll call you if I find out anything more about your case.
All right, so she. Oh, I can't ask her about the other thing. Oh well. So. She referred to the replicants as skin jobs, and that's a slur. That's a slur for replicants actually. In the movie. They use the term skin job, and they liken it to using the N-word. So it's a fairly strongly negative slur against the replicants. And amazingly in the movie, they didn't say the N-word. They didn't say N-word like I did, quote, quote, quote. They say the actual word with a hard R. So there is movie footage of Harrison Ford using the N-word. So, you know.
Mainframe and shooting range.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
I'm still not sure what the special refers to. I'm not sure what that means, fortunately.
Uploading personal clue database.
Skin job. I'm not sure why.
Mainframe clue database.
I think the idea is that they're
clue database transfer complete.
It's like calling humans meat bags or something like that. I think it's something equivalent to that.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
Well, thank you.
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
Yeah, that would be what I'm looking for. Yep. How about we rotate to look at his face now? Oh, why can't I? Let's look at the doggos. Hey, puppers. Look at you. Aw. Aw, look at them. They're so cute. There we go. Got it. I would have stopped, you know, a little bit to the
earring was
left
shaped
there,
like
but
an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Yeah, hard copy. So I wonder if there's anything else we can get from this. Zoom in on the fat man. We all need to see this. Yeah, there you go. Can I zoom in? It's hard to tell what I'm supposed to get and not get from this. All right, so that's all we can do. This is very interesting right here. This box. Zoom. Enhance. Yes. Highly interesting. I would want to picture this dog. Dog's very cute.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchen.
I guess.
Give me a hard copy of that.
I guess that's just in case we I guess we can get this in case we didn't find them at the crime scene. Maybe. Maybe that's what it's for. I was going to try to this was the explosive he had, so I thought maybe I could get the game to zoom in on that and give me a picture of it, but I guess not. I wonder how they did this technology actually. Japanese player was banned from Apex Legend for using the word. Yeah, Starbane. There's actually automated bots that detect that kind of stuff and will shut your stream down automatically if you start using those kinds of words. It's kind of bullshit because yeah, Chinese. There's a word in Chinese like you said that's very not racist, but it sounds like you're saying something racist in English. Yeah, it's unfortunate. No, it was a block of C4 kitten. That's why they said he was blown up. Watch the fat man. They said the fat man died of being exploded. Basically, he got blued up. Oh, see, it's very finicky.
A bomb. Give me a hard copy of that.
It's very finicky with detecting that you do or do not want to do something. I figured we wanted an image of that, but it just wouldn't let me do it the way I did it the first time. Okay, so I guess we don't want to see that. Okay. I think we got everything. Maybe. It's hard to tell because it feels like I don't know if the game is if I did it the way the game wants me to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's very rough to tell. But I think we got everything. It looks like we did. So yeah, we have some information now. So I think we should have some more locations to go in and investigate. Was the what I went to? I'll stick this good. Yeah, it was yeah, he's threatening them with blocks of cheese. I mean, you can't some guy who's that big, you can't threaten him with cheese. Cheese is not a threat to someone that big. Like they eat tons of cheese. They have to, right? It's like what's the term? Don't threaten me with a good time. Like he would have swung that block of cheese at the guy, and he would have caught it with his teeth, like it was Heihachi in the Tekken movie. Just catch it and just bite it in half.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
That's not true.
My dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Not
Let's
really.
Get back to insects.
I saved for a year.
LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope
That
he
thing.
stays healthy.
She.
It's a girl dog. How dare you imply I have a man dog? How dare you? Slander against my good name. Okay. Is that a... Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is that a mogwai? No, it's a pig. I thought it was... I thought they had a little gizmo in this cage here. I was like, wait a minute. Gremlins reference? What? But no, I just missaw it. It's a pig. It's a pig. Yeah. I have a bitch at home already. I don't need it. All right, let's save the game before we do anything too crazy here. All right, so this is obviously where we want to be.
Nice looking creatures you have around here.
See? Good product.
Yeah, that's why I thought.
Best work. Finest quality.
That's why I thought it was a
Isn't that
Mogwai
illegal?
Starbane because it's in
Senor.
Chinatown.
My customers demand authenticity.
Because it's in Chinatown, I figured, you know,
Does this badge mean anything to you?
it'd be a good place for a Gremlins reference.
This your work?
Ah, the dragon.
Dragon?
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. Estate item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to try for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then, you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend?
I have no
You
special
come
lady
back
friend.
later.
I'll do that.
I only have my dog.
You take care, chasing the dragon.
Chasing the dragon. That's a term. That's a code phrase for doing heroin, I believe. I don't think I'll be doing that.
Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, how romantic. What is this
no
girl's
one-
name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
We have a bracelet for our dog now. We can give our dog a bracelet.
It's kind of ugly, but you talk me into it.
How much did it cost me? It only cost me 15 chinyan. Got a bracelet for our doggo.
You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
Fair enough. So, yeah. Excellent. So here, let me write this down. So, you might wonder why a very obvious Asian lady is calling us senor. That leads back to what I was saying before, where the common language is a mishmash of like all these European and Asian languages put together. So that's why she's calling us senor instead of whatever it is in Chinese. I can't remember.
Might I interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks.
And I believe this is the guy that Deckard interrogates in the movie about the snake scale that he finds. It looks like the same person.
You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not, noble one, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards
Yeah.
in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
How would
I
you
assume that this insect is already
How would you safeguard
extinct.
that?
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now, I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert
Oh.
on such things.
She's
and
Peruvian.
can
I thought
cut
she
a
was
wonderful deal to
some
friend.
kind of Asian. But it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Oh, was there a South Park episode where they did that, Sarbanes? I haven't watched South Park for many years, so I've missed a lot. So they said we could pawn this off for a ton of money, but it looks like we can't go to the pawn shop just yet. Unfortunate. I need to supplement my pay by selling off evidence in the criminal case. No Starbane, but I'm saying she had an accent like she was Asian. But like I said, in this world, it's hard to tell because, like I said, everyone's kind of, all the cultures are kind of glommed together. So
Excuse me, pal.
it's not as much of a standout thing anymore for
I
accents.
got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Were you supposed to be imitating Danny DeVito? It didn't cost me anything. I got free liquor. Excellent.
Nice bracelet, tough guy. Who's Maggie, your mommy?
She's a dog.
So is my wife, but I sure as hell don't brag about it.
Pour me one.
Just one?
What?
One, but one good one.
Oh, what was this conversation? It's so weird. What a weird conversation. You should probably respect your wife a little bit more than that, sir. I believe, yeah, Peruvian nose candy is a term for drugs as well, right? What is this? Is it Rinston?
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cook you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
I assume it's okay because of the context here, but What's with this insanely stereotypical depiction of a of a Jamaican man? That's
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix your right
it's a little
up.
questionable.
Only dirty chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
The ladies will love me if I eat this too. Crazy. Who knew it was that easy? Turns out all this time, if you need luck with the ladies, you just need to buy some stew from a Jamaican woman.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead.
Why would you tell her that? Why would you say that to her?
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
Fair enough.
Thanks for your time.
I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing else I could click on there. Nope, didn't look like it. Okay.
Are you taking any drugs?
What kind of question is that? Why would you... a random person walking past. Hey man, you on drugs? What kind of question is that? Bullet Bob's runner surplus. I wonder if we can guess.
Got a 45 blaster
Oh,
under
Jesus.
your coat, or you just happy to be here?
No, I have a blaster under my coat.
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh?
Jesus.
So that's an automated turret as well for security. So that's
Jesus.
That's a good piece of hardware right there. Okay, we can't click on anything here besides the Jesus gun. The Jesus gun. They call it that because it helps you meet your maker.
How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
I'll be back on the job soon. You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? Because I know
The
that
illegal stuff.
spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph.
That's right.
I got a few clips around here somewhere. If you got the chin yen for it.
Okay, let's have it.
Okay. I guess I had the money for it. How much did it cost me? Wow, way more than that the necklace for my dog did, or the bracelet for my dog did.
You want to make it as a Blade Runner? You ought to do your own investigation.
Well, that's what I'm doing, but I have to talk to people to do investigations. I don't know why you're giving me shit for that. How dare you, sir? How dare you? The alien stuff? Yeah. Give me the energy pulse rifles. Oh, hey, the animal store is right next door. Interesting. Apparently I can just walk through the entire city.
Locked.
Oh, well, I guess I better have gotten all the evidence out of there I could have while we were there. Alright, so we can go this way, which I'm not sure where we would go. The movie Alien? Like, the movie called Alien? The auto thing? Yes, Silent Hill. That's what it is. All doors are locked, stuck, or jammed. So, we're going to do the thing I obviously have to do. You obviously have to. Oh, the stuff. Oh, I get you kidding. Yeah. No, don't eat the stuff. It's dangerous. It's not good for you. I know it looks like marshmallow cream, but it's not. It's not that innocent. They make you run. They make you do this big long run every time you only go to your apartment. Jesus Christ.
Your floor number, please.
It's ridiculous.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Guess what we got for you?
Good doggy.
Give it to her.
Good doggy.
No, give her the thing. We have it for her. Give her the toy dog. Yeah, that's the ticket. Where is our bracelet?
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Brown cow candy. It looks like Rolos. It is Rolos. We have Rolos, everyone. Hooray! I love Rolos. Thing for our dog. I bought it, didn't I? I bought it. Where is it? Did we give it to the dog already?
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right...
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
There we go. Maggie bracelet. Give it to the dog. Okay, let's not shoot our dog.
Good doggy.
Oh, we can't give it to her.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
We can't give our dog the bracelet. Yeah, Rolo survived the apocalypse, apparently. They're branded differently, but they are the same thing. They're called brown cows now, apparently. Which I think is an actual candy. Anywho. Let us save. No bracelet for a good dog. Which is like No Country for Our Old Men. Cowtails, yeah. That's what I was thinking, like kitten. Cowtails. Anyway, that'll be it for today. We'll continue this tomorrow. I am saddened that we cannot give our good pupper her bracelet, but maybe later. Maybe later we'll give it to her. Any case, yeah. Thanks for the handout. Tomorrow we will continue the tale. Maybe we'll find some more replicants. Apparently there are tons of people who can potentially be replicants. So we'll see who we can find out. Yeah. So take care of yourselves, everyone. See you next time.